have to have that for both seats. If you're
Yeah, no, we have both seats in those rooms, we have to provide a nurse. And they pay, I think, $50 a student for a nurse, which doesn't anywhere cover the cost. But that, to have the both these classrooms, we have certain contractual requirements we have to meet.
I understand.
I would just hate to see, the little tiny kids going to school on Route 16. I really would.
Well, I think from the conversation that, and the design that Mr. Scott Jones will come up, that is there a possibility of putting UPK 6 in the middle school, or will it just be K 6 in the middle school, or will it have to be some other mix because of the space that's required? We don't know that at this point, because again, he's working from the program, and the whole program was from here to here. And so he's going to start at one level, put everything, the requirements in there, and then he'll report back to us that says, all right, this is what I can do, and this is what I can't do. And then the next step, and again,
We can't rule out, there might be, if this is really going to be a focus on really just 2 buildings and not trying to find somewhere to utilize it, we might be looking at having to add some space. I guess he's going to have to tell us.
right, but in his view, I think it's safe to say that reconfiguring current space is much more cost effective than creating
Absolutely, I'm
new
sure of
space.
that.
So again, if this building had to be used in some portion, this building right here is ready-made. It's an elementary school for
K to 5, that's what it was built for.
so where the middle school, there are some other daunting issues because of it's built on a slab. There's not bathrooms in classrooms, not required, but there's not bathrooms there. But the positives for the middle school, you have much more. You have a larger parking area. You have the athletic fields there. You have more rooms. You have an auditorium. You have multiple phys ed sites. You have a pool, an auxiliary gym, and the main gym. It's a newer building. One of the disadvantages, you don't have one central campus.
Right.
So I mean,
Huge disadvantage.
Right,
When
so
you look
I
at
mean,
the travel time.
one has one
Mhm.
positives, and the other one has the other positives.
Huge disadvantage travel time for whom?
Teachers. I mean, we lose a lot of classroom time when you've got teachers traveling.
But if the 7th and 8th grade teachers come up here, if that's the
There's no
plan,
travel time.
then probably be very little travel time if it's a K6, UPK K6 building, correct?
Some ancillary, I think.
Yeah, just-
It's like the low.
It reduces the traffic.
Yeah, it would reduce.
I can't think of anything that would travel, maybe an instrumental music teacher, I don't even think of that.
Because right now you have health
Social
traveling.
workers, Speech therapy people, they wouldn't have to.
Well, that's true. District-wide stuff, they have to do that now.
Right. But I mean, right up here you have health that travels, you have social,
Home ec travels, health travels,
and they're all middle school, high school.
I have an English that travels, I have a math that travels, I have a health that travels, I didn't say that. Music that travels, 2 music that travel, we got, that's social stuff.
I think we've got to be
A lot.
able to quite some time to travel. What is it, 20-some minutes? To travel? It has to be, I mean, for the winter months.
At one time, I can remember there was something established with that, but, I just look at anywhere from, around 15 minutes to maybe get your stuff on, get your car started in the winter and get up here. I don't know if there's an exact time ever
I think there was at
established.
one point years ago, maybe
Thought-
for the concert.
I really thought it was 7 minutes at one time. Mr. Grito's time.
I think it was.
Joy would remember, I think it was 7
I think
minutes.
it's-
Joy would know, she traveled.
But all the equipment, furniture, technology could be repurposed to another building. So, I mean, there's really minimal cost in that.
When will we have the information about middle school?
Mr. Jeff Nunn, the project manager for our current project here, he's shared with me that he's looking at the 12th, 13th, or 14th, if he would like to come back and meet with the facilities committee, because now he'll have a conceptual plan and he'll have some broad brush cost estimates to do one thing or another.
I should make sure that we're having elementary to high school, because they're all different.
Well, he doesn't have anyone all done.
That's just me, God, that's just me.
Yeah, that's just,
That's not architecture, there might be some flaws in that, because I'm not versed in architecture, so there could be some flaws in my
Mr.
opinion.
Lawton and Mr. Murphy don't have one, where they think that they can get them all in there?
well, again,
That one I gave you
Yeah.
was my
I mean,
introduction.
we
And
did
then Eric does have one, I just don't have it.
we did a little
He did
bit.
a map.
We
To
did a
coincide
little,
And they all-
to coincide with, sorry.
we did a little different with Mr. Barilla. We sat down with Jeff, Mr. Nunn individually, and Jim had his little sketch, and he did everything. But when we sat down with Jeff and Scott Jones, it was a little bit different. He wanted it from a program point of view. So he's placing that in a program, and there is a tremendous amount of work, because they have to research the size, the space, especially, middle school to high school, the space is pretty much the same. Going from an elementary to middle, or vice versa, you have some space requirements, bathroom requirements, and other program requirements. But the goal was, programs in first, and see what doesn't fit. And then the decision would be made on where we would put those programs. And we haven't explored, but we've had discussions that if you do go to two buildings, then the district office and the business office, where would they go? Should they go into, for example, let's say this was the building, would they be housed here? Would there be a reconversion of a bus bay in the bus garage? I've been in districts where you had the district office and a bus bay, and they take the fire department buses, and they put a wall up, and they do those types of things. That could be a configuration. I don't think it would be a viable option to look to renting any space in Holland. Because we have the space here. We could get a trailer, we could do a lot of things. But again, pardon?
I didn't mention that.
Okay, but we're not at that stage yet, because,
Elementary to be.
if you'd like to just go to the middle school, again, just to share with everyone, this is the